The Lord is risen.
Risen indeed.
Hallelujah.
The Lord is risen.
He is risen indeed. Hallelujah.
Welcome to our Sunday Easter morning service. If you know how to respond to that greeting, you have not been in church for a long time. But that's okay, because just earlier this week I was talking to a guy who told me he had not gone to church in years. And I said, why not? What's up? He used to go. And he said, well, they just keep doing the same thing over and over again. I got tired of it. Every time I walked through the door, they were singing, Christ the Lord is risen today. All right, so this morning, we are going to have a beautiful Easter service. I want to say, if you were with us last Palm Sunday, did you do your three things? Did you do something kind for someone? Did you pray for an enemy? And did you give an offering somewhere? And I know many of you gave offerings here, and so I say to all of you, thank you very much. It's much appreciated as we keep this ministry going. So I hope that you did that. The next thing I'm going to say is that we're going to start, do you have your bread and wine ready for communion today, or your cracker and juice, whatever it is? Make sure you have that. We're going to commune a little later in the service. The other thing we're going to do, so that you can participate in the singing, is we are going to run through the two refrains we're going to use. So the singers are going to sing them once through, and then you listen, and then we're going to repeat it again, and you sing it. There's two refrains, so we'll go through both of them. All right, so let's take a moment to do that right now.
tomb and saw that the stone had been rolled away from the entrance. She ran to Simon Peter and to Jesus, his favorite disciple, and said, "They have taken the Lord from the tomb. We don't know where they have put him." Peter and the other disciples started for the tomb. They ran side by side until the other disciple ran faster than Peter and got there first. He bent over and saw the strips of linen cloth lying inside the tomb, but he did not go in. When Simon Peter got there, he went into the tomb and saw the strips of cloth. He also saw the piece of cloth that had been used to cover Jesus' face. It was rolled up and in a place by itself. The disciple who got there first then went into the tomb, and when he saw it, he believed. At that time, Peter and the other disciple did not know that this. Mary Magdalene stood crying outside the tomb. She was still weeping when she stooped down and saw two angels inside. They were dressed in white and were sitting where Jesus' body had been. One was at the head and the other was at the foot. The angels asked Mary, "Why are you crying?" She answered, "They don't know where they have put him." She saw Jesus standing there, but she did not know who he was. Jesus asked her, "Why are you crying? Who are you looking for?" She thought he was the gardener and said, "Sir, if you have taken this body away, please tell me so I can go and get him." Then Jesus said to her, "Mary." She turned and said to him, "Rabboni." The Aramaic word Rabboni means teacher. Jesus told her, "Don't hold on to me. I have not yet gone to the Father. But tell my disciples that I am going to the one who is my Father and my God, as well as your Father and your God." Mary Magdalene then went and told the disciples that she had seen the Lord. She also told them what he had said to her.
Years ago, my first church, I was way out in the country, and I got to know an old pastor who was about 1 year away from retirement. His name was Herb. And Herb told me this great story about a time in the early 60s, maybe like around 1962, when he was pastoring a church in a small central Kentucky town. And he said he had to do a funeral one day, and he was sick as a dog. He had been sick all night. He got up, he was exhausted, he was dehydrated, he was having dry heaves in the morning, but he went to the church, did the funeral, got through the service. After the funeral, he was upset because instead of getting buried in the local graveyard, or church graveyard right around the corner, they had to drive about 45 minutes to this little country graveside. And so he went to get in a hearse, and the funeral director said, "Look, you look terrible. You think you can do this?" He said, "Yeah." And so the two of them rode together. That's what he did out of the country. That's how I did it too. You never drove your own car, you rode with the funeral director. And so they made this 45-minute procession. They got to the graveside. He got through the committal, no problem. They were going to get back in the hearse, and the funeral director said, "Look, you look terrible. You're pale as a ghost. Why don't you just go ahead and lay down in the back of the hearse? I got a couple blankets back there. You can lay one on the bottom and one on top of you." So Herb said, "That's great, thank you." So he got back there, and he said, "We hadn't even pulled out of the graveyard, and I was asleep." And about halfway back, the funeral director pulled into a gas station to get some gas, and Herb said he woke up when the car stopped. Funeral director went in to pay, and of course in 62, this was the time of full-service gas attendants. He said, Herb said, "I sat up slowly, and I pulled the curtain on the side window to see where we were, and he said, as I looked out, I was face to face with the gasoline attendant. And he said that gasoline attendant's eyes got big as saucers. He raised both his hands up like this in the air and ran into the gas station." Funeral director had to explain everything before they left. That's not a resurrection story. That's a resuscitation story. This morning, we come to celebrate the resurrection. The resurrection is always a celebration of new life. This morning we come to celebrate the truth that no matter what kind of death we go through, whether it's the death of a friendship, whether it's the death of a relationship, whether it's the death of a marriage, whether it's the death of a job, whether it's the death of somebody we love, or whether it's our own death, there is always new life and resurrection that follows. Today, we celebrate the fact that there is no deeper, more meaningful way to live than knowing in the bottom of your heart that new life and resurrection always follow crucifixion. There is no deeper way and more peaceful way and more enjoyable way to live than to always know that no matter how dark it gets, no matter what darkness you find yourself in, resurrection is always right around the corner.